The first thing I noticed was the rain. Heavy, relentless, pounding against the asphalt like it had something urgent to say. Then I noticed her, standing under the flickering streetlight, arms wrapped tightly around herself, wet hair clinging to her cheeks, eyes wide, scared, searching. "Can you stay with me tonight?" she whispered, her voice trembling. I froze. I should have hesitated. I should have considered the rules, the distance we'd agreed to, but the words slipped out before I could stop them. Of course. Her lips parted slightly, almost a sigh, and for a moment, the world felt impossibly small, just the rain, her, and me. I parked in front of her small apartment. The door opened slowly, revealing her in a thin, damp robe. Her skin glistened where the water had traced down her neck. She looked at me, hesitant, and then, as if deciding it was safe, she stepped inside. The apartment smelled faintly of vanilla and damp clothes, warm and intimate. She leaned against the wall, letting the robe slip slightly, and I felt a pull in my chest I couldn't ignore. She was scared, yes, but there was something more, a raw need, subtle and urgent. "Are you sure?" she asked softly, eyes meeting mine. "Yes," I said, voice low. "I'm not going anywhere." She closed the door behind her, and the rain outside became a soft hum. She paced slowly, rubbing her arms like she was cold, though the air wasn't cold enough to make someone shiver like that. "Some nights are harder than others," she admitted. Tonight was one of those nights. I stepped closer. "You don't have to face it alone." Her eyes held mine, deep, dark, electric. Slowly, she leaned in close enough that her breath brushed my lips. My pulse quickened. My hand lifted almost instinctively to her waist. She didn't pull away. She let me. I don't know why I feel safer with you," she whispered. "You don't have to explain," I said softly. "Just stay with me. That's enough." Her lips were soft against mine. A feather-light brush at first, testing, then a little firmer, insistent, hungry. My own lips moved to meet hers fully, hands exploring, memorizing the warmth of her body pressed against mine. We sank onto the couch together, limbs tangling. Each movement was slow, deliberate, but the tension was electric. Her hands traced the lines of my arms, my chest, lingering too long to be casual. I felt her shiver, her breath hitch. "Don't stop," she murmured against my shoulder. I didn't. Every touch was measured, gentle yet heated. My hand brushed against her thigh, just above the robe's edge. She bit her lips softly, eyes dark with need. A shiver ran through her, tiny but unmistakable. We stayed like that for hours, the rain outside masking every sound. Whispered names, soft gasps, tiny laughter and gentle moans mingled in the quiet apartment. Nothing rushed, nothing forced. Every motion, every touch built tension, intimacy, a slow burn of desire. She rolled onto her side, facing me, eyes half-lidded, cheeks flushed. I cupped her face, thumb brushing her lips. She leaned into it, pressing herself closer. Her warmth was overwhelming. My body responded instinctively, wanting more, needing to feel her closer still. "Jake," she whispered, her voice low, tremulous. "I've never felt this way." "Neither have I admitted, lips brushing her temple. "But I'm here. I'm not going anywhere." Her hands explored my back, pulling me closer. The intensity of her need, tempered by trust and hesitation, made every nerve in my body alive. It wasn't just lust. It was something deeper. Connection, longing, relief from months of fear and loneliness. We kissed again. Slowly at first, then with more urgency, letting the tension build until it became almost unbearable. Every soft moan, every tiny shiver, every whispered word of encouragement pulled us closer. She pressed herself against me fully, her skin warm, soft, inviting. I lowered my hand, brushing it along her bare shoulder, tracing the curve of her collarbone. She arched slightly, eyes closing. My lips moved over her neck, slow, teasing, sensing every small response. "Jake, please," she breathed, words catching in her throat. I responded with soft, deliberate touches, making her gasp, shiver, and tremble against me. Every moment was electric. Every second built a fragile intimacy that neither of us had planned but both of us craved. Time slipped by unnoticed. Outside, the rain softened, then stopped. Inside, it was just us, tangled together on the couch, breathing, touching, tasting. When she finally lay back, resting against me, her body warm and spent, I realized this wasn't just desire. It was trust, connection, and a fragile safety built in a few short hours. I feel safe with you," she whispered, pressing her head to my chest. "And I feel the same," I said, wrapping my arms around her. "You're not alone anymore." Morning light filtered through the blinds. Her hair clung to her damp cheeks, lips curved in a soft smile. We didn't rush. We moved slowly, laughing softly, touching gently, savoring the closeness. Breakfast was quiet. She made tea. I helped with small chores, and for a moment, it felt like a home, like something real, something solid. When I prepared to leave, she grabbed my wrist, soft and deliberate. "Don't go back to being alone," she said, eyes shining. I don't have anywhere else," I admitted. "Then stay," she said, voice steady. "Just until things get better. You helped me feel safe last night. Let me do the same for you." Her words hit me harder than I expected. She wasn't just offering comfort. She was offering a place, a moment, a chance to start again. We sat together a while longer, hands intertwined, hearts slowly sinking. No words, no pressure. Just two broken souls finding a fragile, perfect connection. Sometimes home isn't a place. Sometimes it's the person who sees you, needs you, and lets you need them back. And that night, in the quiet aftermath of rain, with lingering touches and soft whispers, we both realized something important. Safety, warmth, and desire could coexist. And sometimes the most unexpected nights could change your life forever.